First to put Edward and Paul, welcome to Dragon Con.
Thank you very much.
Now, for Edward, you probably could have done anything. Why Battlestar Galactica?
I think that's probably the question that I've been asked the most of anything that I've ever done in my career so far. And I gotta tell you, it's in the writing. To be honest with you, there's no way that I would have done this show had it not been for an extraordinary human by more. The idea of doing this show, when it came to me, honestly, I was busy. I was working to the things that I had to be doing. And my career is best known for the things that I haven't done and for the things that I've done. Like, movies that I've turned down, tell me, it's like what? Okay. But in essence, this was another one of those cases. I was not going to do this show. And then my wife said, I think you should read it. And she read it. And she said, you should read this piece. And I read it. And I immediately called Ron Moore and David Icke. And we had a meeting. And I wanted to know what their intention was. And I said, listen, if you want to step into the door of Blade Runner, a door that no one has ever stepped into, no one has ever gone into that world, and or tried to. It's been a reality world that science fiction had the opportunity to walk into, but nobody really wanted to do that. They kind of like would go into it, and then all of a sudden you find them creating different kinds of aliens and people, and all of these things, but they wouldn't keep it solidly honest and real to what we know as being facts. You know, technology is what it is today. We are cloned people, even though we don't think that we are. You know, it's against the law of humanity, and so therefore we're not told that it's happening, but we know that it is happening. And we know that as soon as they could do it, somebody was doing it. And so it's been at least 25 years that we've had that opportunity. And in about 10 or 15 years, we're going to hear about somebody saying, hey, I'm a clone. You know, I came from a tester. And so technology, which we know right now is catching up to us by way of China, by way of India, by way of Pakistan, by way of North Korea. And we are very close to what we saw in our film. This one, we may find ourselves duped. Very quickly. It doesn't take that many weeks to really cause the planet to have a big problem. Another cloud will annihilate all of us. But with that, this program, just like Blade Runner, didn't really deal with anything outside of the truth that we knew to be that. So when I got the script and I went in there and talked to them, I said, let's go into that door and let's go to that world. I helped create that world. I'd love to continue as long as, and that was when the famous line came out that I didn't mean it to be a joke. I was sincere when I said, please, the first four-eyed monster I see, I'm going to faint in front of camera, and then I'm walking off the show. And then you guys can write anything you want to write. He died of a heart attack. Or whatever you want to write, you can write whatever it is. But you're going to see me faint. I'll give you the faint. And then you can write whatever the frack you want to write there. Because as of that second, I am off the show. And they were afraid to let me see the hybrid. They said, don't let any see this. And then I said, well, it makes sense, because you're not making, like creatures come out of something, it was a half machine, half human. And that's probably what would be happening with our understanding of how to create this kind of situation. So I accepted that. But, I gotta tell you, the only reason I did Battlestar Galactica was because it does hit the nerve of humanity that we all have grown to understand as being the finest view of what exactly sci-fi does at its best. This is it. And I thank Ron Moore and David Icke and all the writers for what they have created. This has been a world, the real, 25 years from today, just like Blade Runner, they're going to take a look at this show and it's going to hold true. And God forbid that our ending be the ending, because then we really have not held the mirror long enough and strong enough in front of us so that we learn that what we're doing is holding up a mirror to what we're doing to ourselves. So God willing, you know, somewhere along the line, we'll learn something from this. But like the story says, you know, we've done this before and it looks like we're going to do it again. So anyway, that's why I joined Battlestar. And it was good.
Now this is a drag because word for word, that's what I was going to say. I told him I was going to say this.
That's where I got it.
We've done this before and we're going to do it again. Does that mean there's season 5?
What do you think I'm working on right now? Incognito.
Kevin, as the tech advisor, what are some of your favorite on-screen moments that you helped shape over the past 5 years?
Oh, holy cow. I actually had a little bit of help on the, on what's now called the Adama maneuver, when Galactica belly flopped into the atmosphere of Africa. More recently, in the most recent season, when Jane Espenson, the writer, and I have a weird relationship. We all have this weird raptor symbiosis. Whenever she calls me, it's, okay, Jane, what are we going to do with the raptor this week? I have the script for the movie. I have raptor tech to write today. So, most recently when we were doing the episode where Racetrack and Skulls had a failure on the raptor, Jane had them coming into the hangar bay in a flat spin, like all the Top Gun. And I said, Jane, this is, we're in space, we have 3D, we can come in end over end. That was part of my input, was watching the raptor come in and Racetrack. But I also had, actually, as far as visuals, that's probably the two things that I was most happy with, the belly flop and the end over end raptor. I have some tech I wrote for James early on that was fun, but for a while now, he's on a spiritual quest.
Over here for another question.
Well, obviously, I have a word with Michael Hogan. And Gaius frickin' Baltar! There he goes, shaved the top of my frickin' head today. Made my own Band-Aid eye patch. Just so I could stand here and frickin' talk to you, goddammit! So I'd like to ask you for a favor, Michael Hogan.
I owe you anything.
This girl Tigh, I would like you to yell at me.
Give me a drink of that goddamn thing.
Thank you, sir.
You know, I gotta tell you, you have made this whole event. Because what you guys have to realize, Hogan would have never come here. I mean, Hogan does not leave his island. He has his own little island, and I mean, he just stays there, and he's very happy, and he wishes you all a lot of goodness, and wishes you well. But I gotta thank you so much for making this happen.